In Game of Tones news.
What's not thrones? It's tones.
I don't give a fuck. It's close enough.
That's the tone, the ringtone. The ringtone of Game of Thrones. Submitted by StarCraft Cafe.
I like StarCraft.
Go back to the Game of Thrones.
What's StarCraft?
It's a video game.
With the fox, right? Or no?
A Game of Thrones cinematographer addresses complaints that Battle of Winterfell episode was too dark.
It was kind of dark. What happened?
I liked it though.
What? How do you guys talk about this without talking?
Dark as in tone or dark as in like
Tone.
color?
No, like the color. Like you can't see it.
A lot of the blacks were crushed, so there's no detail. There's
The
no
memes
detail.
make sense now.
Yeah.
So I only see the memes because I didn't watch it, and all the people are like, Game of Thrones episode 3, and it'd be like a black screen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what happened, but
Fuck them. Don't watch. Unsubscribe to HBO, you motherfuckers. Complain.
Well, you can change the fucking black on your TV, right?
So I guess a lot of people that are complaining, like the majority of the people, they were watching it in a very well lit room, or they were watching it on their phone or their laptop, and that's not the way that the cinematographer intended.
You're supposed to watch it in a dark room.
In a dark room on your TV.
Everybody watches TV that way.
not everybody watches.
I have to watch shows in a black background.
I have to have a light on. How about that?
Because you're afraid of the dark.
Fuck you.
Do you eat pancakes while taking a shit in the bathroom?
Pancakes.
Exactly.
Because I'm on a diet. I really
Specific way to do everything. And for Game of Thrones, with the millions of dollars they spent, it's got to be a dark room and
Well
no
then,
lights.
okay, well if that's the point, they should have addressed it in the beginning of that.
Yeah, they should put a disclosure on that.
Even in a dark room, though, it was kind of dark.
It was super dark.
I don't think they thought that people were that dumb.
Wouldn't it be more of a post-production thing? Because like
Oh, he did.
It was really dark though.
It was dark.
It was dark as fuck.
That HBO's rendition of it did make it worse. But he didn't, like, it wasn't intended for that. So, like,
I was like squinting the whole time.
you're all defending him, and then you're like, it was dark.
compression.
No one's allowed to talk shit about Game of Thrones except for me.
So, the cinematographer was saying that HBO's video compression of the episode decreased the quality by a lot. So, that also added a lot of pixelation.
Just for that, they should give us another season. Give us extra season 9 because you guys fucked up. Come on, man. Come on.
By this season, wouldn't they know how to compress their videos?
Right.
It's been 8 seasons. I get it if it's the first season.
Even for this, there should be no explanation because you still watched it anyways,
Yeah.
and you still fucking loved it.
And someone went, approve.
Right? Because if you looked at Twitter, it was just how dope the episode was. So as a cinematographer, what I would have done was, I don't care, tweet, and then moved on.
It was pretty dope.
It was just a dope.
He also worked on Battle of the Bastards. Like,
I love
Another great fucking episode, dude.
Sick.
that episode.
wait, I thought you were on season 1, episode 3, though.
Well, there's bastards in
I
there.
love the bastards. Just watch it.
Why'd you have to burn her out like that?
Oh, because she said it sarcastically.
Fucked up.
I watched episode 3, okay?
She said it sarcastically on purpose because everyone listened to her except for you, Joe, when she said it.
I said it off camera,
Yeah.
but I am on episode 3.
was
But
off camera.
season 1, and it's taken me 3 weeks to try to get through it.
It's hard, dude. The
Keep
first
falling asleep in the middle.
Maybe you should watch
Are you
it
watching
at
when
an
you're
earlier
tired?
time. Yeah.
I thought I had to watch it in a dark room.
In the dark, you close the shade.
That's the perfect condition for sleeping.
And then you fall asleep.
Yeah, every time.
Use it like it's a podcast.
Every time the horses start traveling, I just get lulled to sleep.
You don't get
That's like
wowed by
every
the
episode.
I know.
You don't get wowed by the
It's really boring.
No, because when
First season, the cinematography sucked.
No, they either have really riveting dialogue or they're showing the landscape and art direction. There's so much to dig into.
It's not riveting. It's just like medieval dad jokes.
No,
It's like a king being like, looks like you put some weight on your belly, and he's like, not as much as you on your face.
but then
Literally the first episode.
But then a
10
fucking
minutes in, dude.
that is
What are they supposed to do, Nikki? Not talk to each other? They're friends.
that's the episode I remember.
it's mind blowing because then randomly a dick pops out and
Yep.
you're like, I have never seen a period piece where penises are just flying. out
I've
of
seen
nowhere.
dicks.
In a period piece like that.
I don't really like to watch period.
The first season is really hard to get through though because it's
You need to get until season 3 because Casey's on season 3 right now, and he was like, "Oh damn, Gina was right. It takes till season
Dude,
3 for you to
Casey-
get really invested."
You just need to watch 20 episodes.
it was hard.
Girl, Casey has been fighting watching Game of Thrones for years, and it took us going to therapy and me bringing it up and saying, "Listen, this is important to me." you need to watch this with me. And the therapist was like, just do it for her, man.
Can you just do it for Tiff? Just do it for Tiff.
I think I have to do it for Tiff because Steve and I have always been on the same page of like, we don't want to watch this.
See, that's what's hard is both of you don't want to watch.
Yeah, both of us are really trying to get through it.
On the therapist side, dude, that first 2 seasons was fucking hard to get through, dude. That shit is rough.
Thank you. Bart, you're not going to attack him?
No, I already know David's dumb. I love it.
Gio attacked me in a McDonald's on our way to Vegas. I was like, it's so boring the first season. She's like, what did you say about Game of Thrones?
Yeah, Tiff was holding me back.
And I'm
We
like,
get personally offended. Like, we love
and then Tiff is like, yeah, it was hard. And I'm like, see?
It's like they didn't really have like the budget for season 2, so like the way people hyped up, like, oh, the first season was trash. It looked terrible.
Thank you.
Episode 1, when brothers and sisters are fucking, I'm in.
It looked bad.
Bart saw incest and said sold.
I was like, they're gonna push the boundaries in this show.
Check.
I'm like, hell yeah.
I almost straight up was like, we're gonna ban this from our house after they killed the wolf. I was so sad.
The dire wolf.
Yeah. And then she has such a sweet face.
Her name was Lady.
I know.
But it was all Sansa's fault. She could have just been on.
Fucking little bitch, hate her guts.
I like Sansa now.
I didn't hate any of those characters except for Cersei in the first season because like I understand because they're kids, they're super young, you know.
Oh yeah.
So, like I can't even like
It's just wishful thinking. She's like, oh, I wish I was in the royal court.
like how can you hate like fucking Tommen, right? Like
I hate Bran.
You know who?
There's too many characters.
That's why it's so hard to get through in the first season because they go, oh, here's this person, here's that. I was like, isn't that dude on Lord of the Rings? I was like, what show am I watching?
I
And
fell
then they
asleep in
mentioned
Lord of the
so
Rings
many
too.
locations, so many like banners and different houses and different characters. I'm like, who the fuck is who? But then now that I'm rewatching it, I'm like, oh, I was
that's
not
why
paying
the later
attention the
seasons are
first time I
great.
saw it.
The later seasons are great because they just killed half the characters, so now you can keep up.
Spoilers.
Oh, who cares? You know.
Like I didn't know they killed.
The only episode that I think that if it got spoiled would have bothered me would be the latest episode that came out.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Everything else, if it got spoiled,
Do
I
not
wouldn't mind so
watch
much.
anything because you cannot know.
I just know buzzwords like red wedding.
Oh, the red wedding though, I'm talking about. Damn, that's the episode that got me hooked on the show.
I think
Everything
Red
else
Wedding
was a
and
struggle.
On. I think you gotta get there and on. You'll start to be invested.
3 episode 9, and Casey's right now on like
guys are
episode
psychos.
6 or 7. I'm like, you can't watch episode 9 without me.
Is he at Red Wedding yet?
No, I told him, I'm like, you can't watch episode 9 without me. You have to.
So sick.
It's a cult. You guys are in a cult.
Fuck yeah.
When are you gonna drink the Kool-Aid? God damn it!
I've been trying. The Kool-Aid
grows on
sucks.
you.
It's very sour.
It grows on you. It's like addiction.
It grew on me the first episode, dude.
I don't even know how because that first episode.
I mean, do you remember your first drink of alcohol? You didn't like the taste.
But I got wasted.
See, you gotta wait until you're not
You gotta
wasted
just
yet.
binge it then.
Yeah.
You gotta get wasted.
you gotta get a very severe cold like I did, and you have nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's the only way I could do it.
That's the only way I watched it because
I don't
before I
think
refused.
you have to binge Game of Thrones. There's no way you can watch the few.
Each episode's so long too.
It's not long enough, Nikki.
How do you have the time to watch all of these?
When you have time, you do it.
It's pretty cool.
You make time.
It's still kind of confusing. You definitely have to go back and read up on certain things because there's so much information, so many different houses, so many different characters.
Yeah.
And that's where the show becomes really overwhelming.
I think it's really slow though. The first season. It's really slow.
Fuck.
3 seasons.
It feels like 2 seasons of setup.
Yes.
That's what it feels like.
Oh yeah.
But then,
hits the
but
red
it's worth
wedding.
it because you become invested to a lot of characters.
I didn't think it was slow, and I have ADD like crazy.
And I don't understand why everybody fucking
Fuck yeah.
Samuel Tarly. Fuck that.
I love him.
I fucking hate him, dude. Even in the latest episode, it only confirmed how much I hated him.
Because he's on the battlefield, he got 5 people killed.
I know. That's why I like
If he was in the castle, less people would have died.
This motherfucker was like, well, I killed a White Walker. I killed a Then. Shut the fuck up. Go home,
The
dude.
newest Lord Commander died because
That's what I'm saying.
we had eye contact, and we're like, oh, not that
He's like,
fucking
get up,
scene.
get up, get up.
And then shit is slicing.
Yeah,
I said, Tarly, go home. Oh my god.
That's why I like him.
Oh god.
Because he pisses me off.
This is it.
And I saw this one meme of like Jon Snow sees Sam, and he goes like,
I would run away. If I was on the battlefield and I saw Sam, I'm getting the fuck out of there because I know
He's a death magnet.
yeah, a fucking knife's gonna go through my chest.
Look at fucking Nikki's face. She's just, what the fuck?
I was watching the behind the scenes, and then they're saying they put Sam on the battlefield because since everyone by this time is so heroic and such a leader, you're not gonna get a feeling of what war feels like to the common person.
I'm gonna get annoyance.
Yeah, so they gotta put the straight man in the middle of the battlefield, and that's how a normal person would.
I don't
feel.
need that. I wanted him gone, or I wanted him dead. I was praying.
person.
I was praying a knife would have went right through his fucking chest. I was like, please.
It's not even called straight manning. It's called bitch manning.
I know, dude. Even the way he stood up to his dad was such a bitch way to do it. He
That's why I like him.
goes
though.
away in the middle of the night. He goes, well, I guess I'm gonna take this sword.
Yeah.
And I was like, what a bitch way to do it. You know what I mean? Like everything about him is so bitchy.
I'm gonna steal your shit.
I know.
I think that's why I like him so much.
I know when the other dude, Ed, I think his name was, the one that died, I was like, that's
Dickon?
no, wasn't his name Ed?
His brother?
No,
You talking about the new Night Watch dude?
that one.
Oh, that guy. The new Lord Commander?
Oh, he was the Lord Commander.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He became the new
remember
Lord
John
Commander.
gave it to him because John was like, he came back and he was like, I'm done.
He gave him the cape.
He didn't want to deal with them because he just tried killing his ass.
Shit, dude.
The guy that was protecting Sam, right?
Yeah, that guy.
And then
Yeah.
he got himself.
Nikki is so into this conversation. Nothing to
I just see
contribute.
her
head like just moving like.
I like that guy a lot too. And I'm all like, you should have died, you fucking fat smart bitch. But it's okay.
If anyone else hasn't seen Game of Thrones, this episode's gonna suck for you.
99% of people watch.
Suck for you.
Not everyone's in the Stone Age. Everyone watches it.
No.
Everyone has drank the Kool-Aid, but you, Nikki.
Blah.